Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see item bucket in Sitecore. So let's get started. So what is item bucket? Item bucket let you manage large number of items in content tree. An item bucket is a container that you can use to hide large number of items and still easily retrieve and work with these items. The only way to find bucket item is to use Sitecore search engine. When your content tree gets very large, you can have difficulty locating the items and performance can decrease. If you use an item bucket to store your item instead, you can store an unlimited number of items in one container without displaying them in content tree. Whenever the item count size exceeds 100, we face performance issue. In that case, we use item buckets. So whatever the items that are present inside the folder, we'll just bucket them and then we'll access them. So by bucketing, it does not hamper the performance, and also we can add as much of items as we want. Advantages of item bucket: content is organized in a logical format that increases the performance of search engine. A single item bucket can contain millions of content items without slowing down the UI or congesting the content tree. You can have as many item buckets as you want. This lets you split up your item buckets into logical containers. For example, one for products and one for articles. And when to use item buckets? So first one is tree structure is not important. So whenever we bucket the items, the URL of that item gets changed. If the tree structure is not important for your item, you can use it. There are more than 100 items under single node. Okay, so the item count is pretty large. In that case, you can use item buckets. And searching for content is preferred. So whenever we bucket the items, they can be only accessed with the help of search. So if searching is preferred, you can go ahead with bucketing. Now we'll see how can we create and manage the item buckets. The first one is make bucket folder is bucket true in template standard field. So here we'll be having two things, right? The first one is the bucket folder and second word would be the bucket items. So this will be the folder in which all the bucketed items will be listed. So first we need to make sure in standard values is bucket is true for that bucket folder template. Second step is make sure item bucket table is true for template standard values. So whatever the items that we need to bucket, we need to make sure in standard values we make them bucketable. Check whether the changes are reflected in created items. So we need to check whether the bucket folder is bucketable and all the items present inside those, whether they are bucketable or not. In step 4, to bucket the items, what we need to do is click on the bucket folder there, go to configure tab, and here we will be having option for the sync. So we need to click on sync, and after the sync is completed, all those items will get bucketed. In step 5, if you see, the items are bucketed and there is a message saying there are hidden items in this container. So all those bucketed items are present there. To access those bucketed items, you can use search to get them. So we'll click on bucket folder and from there you can search. So in step 7, if you want to check those items in content tree, what you can do is go to view and make sure that buckets option is ticked. So if you see in bucket folder inside nesting folders, you can see bucket items. So here you can see bucket item number 1. Similarly, all those would be present in other bucket item folders. Also in Sitecore, you can configure how you can bucket those items here. So for example, here it is stored in the format of date and time. So you can also change those settings from Sitecore. So bucketing is done, and in case if you want to revert this item bucket option, so what you can do is first you need to select on bucket folder, go to configure tab, and here we have option to revert. So once you click on this revert option, the job will run and it will revert all those changes and then it will display the items normally. These are the references that I have used. I will add those in description. In this video, we have seen item buckets in Sitecore. So this was the theory part. In next video, we'll see demo part of it. So things will get more clear. That's it from this video. Thank you for watching.